Hi babies and welcome to the Revolution channel. My name is Carmi MUA and in today's video I am super excited because we are not just creating one look, we are creating not two looks, we are creating three eye looks using a brand new palette. Now if you guys know me, if you have seen me just a little bit, you know how much I love creating eye makeup looks like eyeshadows and everything, specifically when I test out a new palette. And the way I always seen it is I love, and my goal is to actually inspire you, and seeing your takes on it when you are creating your looks is literally life goals, is an achievement, and I'm so happy. And today we are gonna use this bad boy over here. Is a brand new palette from Revolution, and it's from the new range. There is the Maxi Reloaded palette. Now you guys probably know the Reloaded palette are some of my favorites. This over here is very pretty. They are 45 eyeshadows. This one has a great mix between matte and shimmer, and it's called Big Love. Now there are going to be 4 available, and they're all going to be retail for £12 each. They're going to be at the Revolution website right now, so you know, if you want to shop, you can shop. But today, as I mentioned, I'm going to show you and hopefully inspire you by creating 3 different looks. I was thinking to give a little bit of everything. So we are going to do a very simple daytime look. We're going to move with a little bit of a pop of color, and of course, nighttime extra Carmi. They are going to be actually built on top of each other, so you will see looks that they're just gonna like keep on getting yummier and delicious. And the reason why is because also I want to inspire the my beautiful babies, the people. The way there is like when you start the makeup in the morning, if for example you need to go out at night, you really don't need to take off your makeup. You can just add on to it, and just using maybe 1 or 2 eyeshadows, you can really transform the look. So if you guys are ready, buckle up. I am here having my beverage, because we're gonna start this and we're gonna have the best time ever. Alright babies, I'm glad you decided to stick around and get ready with me. So I'm gonna start with the first look, and this is gonna be extremely soft, extremely wearable, very daytime. If you're going to school and you're allowed by the school to wear makeup, if you're going out with your girls, your boys, just for like a quick one, if you go to work. So trust me, we're gonna take literally 2 seconds and we're just gonna slay. So I'm gonna start with my favorite, like nice and fluffy brush, and this shade over here. So you guys know I love a good matte transition shade. They are my staple too. So just taking a little bit, dust off the excess, and I'm gonna start on my crease. I always love to define my crease because I find it really adds the depth into the eyes. I can really create a beautiful shape. So I'm just gonna go in a little by little, and very lightly, as you can see with the tip of the brush. I am just gonna blend it all. I'm also gonna take just a little bit and just drag it underneath of my eyes. Very fast, nothing too major, but you guys know me, I always like to take just a little bit on the underneath, because I feel like it just kind of completes the look the most, instead of having more like a floating eyes at the top. But again, as I always say, makeup is fun, and if you do like to keep just the eyeshadow at the top, please do you, and inspire me with some amazing looks. So I'm just gonna do this one very quick because it's my comfort zone. So sometimes, let's keep it real, we just know what we like. And I'm just gonna blend this one again really fast, and I am using the same brush. So because I mentioned it and I wanted to do something very simple for the first look, I'm now gonna take a nice shadow brush, and I'm gonna go with a shimmer. Now there are so many that really scream my name. I have a couple of more like darker one up in here. There is this beautiful one here, this stunning, like there are a few that I'm really drawn into it and I want to use them, but I'm gonna save them, and I'm actually gonna do something very natural, and I'm gonna go in with this beautiful champagne color, and I massage my brush in so that I can get the pigment that I want, and I'm gonna press it into the eyes. The way I see shimmer is if you press it specifically with a flat brush and you are doing it as kind of like your standalone shimmer shadow, pressing motion will not only get like the best pigment out of it, you can control exactly where they go, and you get pretty much no fallout, and that's always a huge plus. So as you can see, I am just packing this one on very, very lightly, very liberal. It doesn't have to be extremely precise. I'm just cutting my full lid. Gonna go back in with the previous brush without adding any product, and I am just gonna blend my crease a little bit so that when the two shadows are meeting, they're gonna be a lot softer. And that is something that really takes 2 seconds, like 1, 2 here, and 1, 2 here, and we have a very, very super, super soft look. Now I'm gonna complete it with some mascara very, very quickly, and I'm using the Mascara Revolution. I'm just gonna do mascara only for the first 2 looks because I really want to show you that sometime like we need to let the eyeshadow speak itself. We don't have to do like anything crazy like liners and like lashes or anything. I'm just gonna show you that like how quick a look can be, and I'm just gonna keep my mascara. Now, as I mentioned it on one of my previous video, I did like a get ready with me for the Met Gala, like, you know, if I was going to get invited. One thing you want to do when you do your lashes is really give them direction. You want to give them more of a fan shape, so I tend to keep my center lashes towards the ceiling, my outside towards my ear, and the inside towards my nose. That is like a little trick that I learned when I used to do makeup on people that really help to create a better vision, like a better lash effect. Now my lashes are very stumpy, I keep telling you guys, and as you can see, I'm really trying my best with my lashes. I'm gonna keep my mascara just at the top so that you can guys get to see what it looks like. Very, very simple, literally 2 seconds, 2 brushes, out of the house. I'm ready to just leave my day. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna wait a couple of seconds, make sure this mascara is completely dry, and then we're gonna do the second look. We are gonna build it up in something a little bit more colorful, definitely wearable. So give me a sec, I'm gonna carry on having my beverage, and I'll see you in a second. Alright viewers, so we are back, and now the mascara is nice and dry, so we can definitely go in with more eyeshadow without worrying on any transfer. So one color that I really, really love into this palette is this beautiful magenta up in here, and I'm still gonna use the same 2 brushes. I also want to show you that sometimes you really don't need 100 brushes. You just need to get your good Revolution one, like, you know, your staple everyday one, and you're good. So I'm gonna take again this shadow brush, taking this beautiful magenta shade. So I'm using the other side of the brush. As you can see, it's lovely and pigmented. And I'm gonna start by pack this one at the center, kind of like if we were doing like a spotlight, but is like a more shimmery spotlight. Very different, very on trend, very summery. So I'm just gonna take this one and just like press, 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 like so. Oh, I'm already feeling this. I'm gonna do that on the other side as well. That is absolutely perfect. So what I'm gonna do, I'm now gonna switch off with the other brush and just make sure the edges up in here are a little bit softer. If not, we can kind of see like a streak of like the new shade, like a little bit of like magenta just go all the way. We want to make sure we are blending as much as we can. So we now have this. There is definitely very, very pretty. Now what I'm gonna do, I'm considering this kind of like pop of color, the step up from like our daytime. So I'm gonna use again the same brush that we did earlier, and back on the other side, so the clean one in a way, like the one that we did the first eyeshadow. Hope you feel me. And I'm gonna take a little bit of setting spray or fixing spray, or for example this one is the caffeine energizing essence spray. Really beautiful. I'm addicted. It's caffeine, you know me, gotta have it. So just taking a little bit, wetting my brush, making sure it's nice and coated, and I'm gonna go in one more time with the shade that we did earlier, and this time because it's wet, you can really see the difference. Can you tell how more highly pigmented it is, a little more shiny? Absolutely loving it. I'm gonna do the same on the other side as well. So I took a little bit, spray my brush, getting a little bit more, just to make sure I got my desired pigment, and I'm just gonna press it here, and can you tell how gorgeous it looks? And this time I'm also gonna just take a little bit and do like my inner corner as well. You guys know is another of my favorite tricks to add a little bit of inner corner highlighter. Taking my fluffy brush, make sure on the back of my hands or even the palm of my hands there is nothing left, and I'm just gonna very quickly blend this area over here so that we have this. So this again, very simple, very fun. I'm maybe taking a little bit extra magenta. What do you guys think? I feel like we need that So I'm taking again this brush. I know I'm modelizing the same brush over and over. It's just for you, my boobs, if in case you don't have so many. So if you can definitely use multiple brushes. It's absolutely fine. The more brushes you have and more kind of like you can be more precise. But for looks like this, it's also quite fun to be like a bit messy. So I'm just gonna take this one underneath of my eyes and very quickly just run it through, and you can see the difference. You guys know I love a good like super blended smoky effect underneath. Always makes me feel good. So again, I'm taking a little bit, making sure that they are twinning, and looks like they definitely are. Love it. And back again, I'm gonna go in with my mascara. This time I'm also gonna add a little bit on the lower lashes to kind of like give me a more open effect. And I'm also gonna add more and more to the top lashes and create them a little bit more thicker, a little bit more voluminous, yummy. Yummy is a new thing. Don't forget it. Okay, let me go back. Okay, babes, it's now time to smoke it. This look is the third and final one, my extra one, my night out, if I do say. So for this mix, I'm actually gonna add one brush to the two that I've been using, but I will show it to you in just 1 second. But first of all, let's start to add a little bit of drama. So I'm gonna go back in with our first brush. There is, of course, the nice and fluffy one. And I'm gonna go in with the shade over here. I hope you guys can see it. This nice chocolatey brown. Just bounce my brush. You can see it's nice and coated. Dust off the excess. Make sure you do, because you don't wanna mess up your beautiful foundation. So I'm just gonna start and press this one on the outside over here, like so, and just taking it more and more. And first I am going to press it, and then I'm gonna blend it. So here is when it gets just a little bit more tricky, because I actually have two ideas, and I know that if I do one, I can't really do the other one, and I'm gonna kind of like tell you, and I'm just gonna go with what I think you guys might like the most. Please let me know down in the comments if in case next time you want the other option. What I could possibly do is keep the same shade, so the same brown that I've been using on my out of edge, and kind of like press it on the inner corner over here, so where we have this beautiful champagne color, and kind of create like a yellow eyes. Go back in one more time with more purple at the center, this time maybe wet, and kind of create like a very simple spotlight. What I'm gonna do is something that probably I don't think I've done much on this channel, that is creating a liner using an eyeshadow, and that's why it comes in handy. This brush over here, there is like very small and very detailed. I hope the camera will pick up how beauty and little it is. So I'm gonna go in with the darker shade of this palette. There is this beautiful purple. It's very close to like an aubergine color. Dust off the excess. You want to make sure this step is very important, because you know we are picking up shadow. And what we're gonna do is very quickly tight line my eyes, kind of very similar if we were doing like eyeliner. We're just gonna like press this shadow down and very quickly just like move it along, and this really gonna help to frame the eyes and kind of give a little bit more of a eye effect. For the last step, I will be going off camera and adding some lashes because, you know, it's the extra look. We need to look a little bit extra. So again, just take your time and just press this one very close to your lashes. It's a very safe option if you might be starting out with eyeliner and you feel like maybe you have a little bit of difficulties to kind of like still get it right, but it's a very important night, or you just really want to get the perfect liner ever. If you use eyeshadow and you just like press it into your eyes, you do have a lot more control. It's a lot easier to create a straight line. So just taking my time with this brush and creating the effect that I want. Perfect. So before I do my other eye, I also want to show you that I'm going to take exactly the same color with the same brush and also add a little bit on my lower lashes over here. Just a tad, and again, because we're using such a small and defined brush, we can really get so close to the kind of like lash root, and that automatically makes them look a little bit fuller and a little bit darker, as well as it's gonna help this guys specifically at the top once we put the falsies. So just take your time and get this one right. You can wing it out, and I'm just gonna do it like very, very lightly because it's like in a shadow. I'm gonna just do like that cute little wing, and then just clean it up a little bit with my finger. So just taking teeny bit, wing, and clean. So this is pretty much what we have on one side. You can definitely see that this line across is definitely more announcing, and it definitely gives us a nighttime vibe. So I'm gonna very quickly do the other side of camera, add some lashes, of course, more mascara, and I'm gonna try to zhuzh a little bit this hair. You know, I wanna show you the final look. If I was going out, how would Carmi look? Give me a second, I'll show you. So here we be, so this is the final look, and let me tell you, I feel delicious. I think everything just looks beautiful, and I'm so excited to have to play with makeup with you. You guys know it's my favorite thing, and this palette is definitely big love, and it's so beautiful. So I cannot wait for you guys to go and check it out. If you do get it, if you get any of the Maxis Reloaded, please let me know down in the comment, and if you are creating any looks on Instagram, tag me at Carmi MUA and Revolution so that we can see, we can share the love, and we can just, you know, give back what is need to be done, and it's all the love and the support. So thank you so much guys for being here today. Make sure to give me that good thumbs up if you have enjoyed this video. Comment down below which one was your favorite look, which one do you think you're gonna recreate, and always remember, like if you like, hate if you hate, and until next time, you're welcome.